Alright, I wanted to make another video, and I was about to say this video is not going to be that long, but every time I do, it's around like 15 something minutes. Don't mind the do, because I just woke up. It's like 5 a.m., bro. Chill. I wanted to make a real talk video. I have a video that I'm going to post, but I can't get it to send through, uh, because the Wi-Fi. I have this Wi-Fi box that's not that good, so I'm just waiting until our other Wi-Fi comes on. Anyways, that out the way, I wanted to talk about something real, man. As a kid, for me, like, everything that I didn't understand or that I didn't know about already, like, felt so out of reach. So, like, for example, my cousin, shout out to my cousin, I'm not gonna say her name here. I'd go over to their house, my aunt's house, or they'd come over to mine, our house. And, she'd talk about, which is good, she'd talk about her accomplishments in school. Like algebra with math, big math. And I felt I was doing good in math, and I was, at that time for sure, in elementary. I was in elementary, about to, you grow up fast. And she was in junior high probably, or something. And no, because junior high and high school are connected in the school that she went to. So, anyways, I felt like it was so out of reach when she was showing me her work and what they did in school. I felt like what we were doing was so simple and that I wouldn't be able to grasp it when I got there. But man, I, you know, what I didn't realize is she didn't just get there. You know what I mean? She worked to get there. She grew, and you grow as a person. I didn't understand concepts like that at a young age, of whatever age I was normally, And I just wanted to say, spread this word. Don't let anything discourage you, man. Don't let anything discourage you, because that gets in the way. That gets in the way. Don't feel like you can't do something, because surely you can with enough practice and dedication. But discouragement, it really doles down dedication. Think of a blade, like a sharp blade, and it's dedicated to cutting this steak just smooth. But it doles down. It's not gonna cut the steak as smooth. That's what discouragement really does. And so, in my experience, so, like, if you're playing a video game and you get discouraged from the task at hand, and you start to feel like, oh, I can't do this. Don't tell yourself that, man. You don't know that. You don't know what you can't do. Have you tried it yet? Have you tried what you can't do yet? Why can't you do it? You know what I mean? And so these are things that I just had to learn growing up, and still am learning, because I'm always going to be learning. We are always going to be learning as humans and growing. Um, but yeah, discouragement can stunt that. I also wanted to say, you can do anything, man. Look at right now. I just now had an idea, and I'm very thankful because I can record myself, and it doesn't have to be a large group of people who agree with you. It doesn't have to be a large group of people who agree with you. Um, you know, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, somebody can agree with you, but were they but they don't know the full depth of it. They don't know the full depth of it, of what you're talking about, of what you're speaking about, your experience, because it's your experience. And so that's okay. Just like right now, I'm, recording an idea I had or something I wanted to talk about. As a kid, for me, I'd watch these folks on YouTube record these high quality videos of them playing games they've never played or them playing games that they love. And I always wanted to do that. But I was like, how? How? That's so in depth and deep. And they probably have this humongous computer and different cameras that they got. How did they get the money for that? Don't they make money from doing that? These are thoughts that I have or had. Yeah. Um, and it makes sense because you see those videos, you're inspired by them, and you want to do something. You want to do something similar. You have your own idea, or you may want to do what that person's doing, but don't feel like you can't do that because you definitely can. I mean, there is kids, like young kids, probably the age that I'm talking about, that make full YouTube channels and have millions of other kids or millions of other people watch them. And that's cool too. But you don't have to have a huge crowd that agrees with you or that likes you or that wants to see you fly on wings like Icarus. You know what I'm saying? Like Kid Icarus. I never played that game. It looks cool. Yeah, man. But now I'm doing what I always wanted to do. Do I have a fat stack of cash? Do I care about that? Not really. I mean, of course, green paper can get you green things like a swoosh can in NBA 2K. But man, at the end of the day, that does not last forever. I mean, I can be rotting. I can be rotting 80 years old, and YouTube's still going to be a thing. I assume. I don't know what comes in the future. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know. But I assume so. And I hope that by that time, anybody who does hear a message that's from my channel, anybody who does stop by, gets inspired as well, or just has a good experience, or whatever. I hope and pray that, you know what I'm saying? I also pray and hope that no discouragement will overtake somebody on their path and going forward. Truly, because that can stunt you. And don't even be discouraged that you discouraged. Don't even do that, man. Because everybody gets discouraged in this lifetime at some time. You're a human being, you know what I'm saying? Things can feel big or out of reach. But the more you grow and do, the more you do, the more you grow, you start to see like, wow, it's really not out of my reach. It might not be the same as that guy or that person. That's okay because I'm not the same as that guy or that person. I'm this guy, this person. And so I'm doing what I do, what I can with what I have. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not out of reach. It's not out of reach. Um, I only have an Android tablet, and I've been able to put a face cam with an app called like AZ Screen Recorder. My face cam, shrink it. It's simple, but things get in the way. Sometimes the video crashes, and that's why I don't have a lot of those type of videos. Sometimes the video will crash, and the memory will fill up or something like that, and that sucks. But I'm still able to do it like never before. I was able to do it before. Trust. I just didn't know nothing about it. But the more I researched, the more I learned about it. Anyways, yeah, like, you might see somebody's drawing and you look at your drawing and you're like, man, like, or people are like selling their stuff because that they made cool stuff and they were able to quit their job and make cool stuff. Thank God for that. God bless them. And you could be inspired by that, but don't be discouraged by that. You know what I'm saying? That's them. You don't know how long, maybe 30 years, maybe 1 year, they honed in their craft. I mean, everybody's different. And it got to a crowd. But you don't have to have a crowd. They probably didn't have a crowd neither at first. Betty Crocker or what's that lady's name from the Golden Girls? You know what I'm saying? Like they probably didn't have a huge crowd. I don't know them. I don't know what I'm even talking about when it comes to them. But I do know that you don't have to have a lot of people who accept you or what you do or who acknowledge you or what you do. Just acknowledge yourself. Just acknowledge yourself and be the best you can be. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to positive things like recording a video or whatever it may be, not just recording a video. You know, like don't be discouraged. We all start somewhere. Like check this out. And this is good. You know what I'm saying? This is my sister's drawing of tails. She drew it fast like it was nothing to her because she draws these Sonic characters like almost every day. And that's cool. That's cool. I remember the first drawing she had probably didn't even have form like that. It didn't even have form or lines that were intricate. But the more she did that, I'm just using her picture as an example. The more she did that, the more she could grasp what she was doing. And there's better, she's drawing better pictures than that, like Sonic, even though that's a good picture. She's drawn like Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog and all these intricate things, characters that she loves to draw. And I love that, man. You know, yeah, just take the steps you need to take in order to go where you want to go. I just wanted to say that, man. In school, me and my mom were talking about this. Some of the most beneficial times in school are, the basics. The basics. Because those basics, reading, learning how to read. I mean, I can play video games like Zelda and read all these different words or the Word of God, the Bible, and read all these different words and comprehend them, and sit on them. Thanks to some of those basic skills I learned too, But when it gets to higher grades, it's just like, you can get mistreated when it comes to things in school or folks in school. You can get mistreated, whether it's verbally with words or whether it's physically. I mean, you see it all in there. It's like, I don't want to be negative about it, but for me, it felt like a prison in there. It felt like a prison. I couldn't understand for the life of me how some kids or some folks didn't see it that way. And you never know if they did see it that way. Sure, there's a lot of time to talk, but when people and young folks are talking, especially nowadays, or not even just nowadays, it's about a lot of rancid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just tossing around rancid stuff that doesn't even matter. Like just smelly talk, I mean, that's true. There's some good conversations that come out of talking with folks in school, but most of the time, I got myself into some trouble, and the more trouble, or in trouble. What? You can't be in trouble. Um, but I got myself walking down a path that I wasn't made for, I feel like. And the more I did that, the more I focused on that instead of my algebra. No, my education or my uh, uh, own health. And I wanted to make another video talking about body positivity. We're not in this body forever. We're not in this body forever. Sure, it is good to prioritize your health, mental health, physical health, uh, verbal, health, all these good things. But you know, it might look different for different people. What you might need in today is to be away from people who don't actually maybe give a damn, who don't actually like. They'll be like, "Oh, you look good," but they're not going. They're not going. You know, even if they don't accept you, it's they. This is just the outside, bro. It's inside who I really am. You seeing the outside, you seeing what I was given, but you don't really know. I'm still learning. I don't even really know, but I'm still learning. And so, prioritizing your mental health, physical health, all that health, verbal health might be looking like being away from people in a day, being away from folks. Like, okay, I want to chill in my room. I'm gonna play some Zelda, bro. I'm gonna play some Mario. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. That might be what it looked like today to prioritize your health, or it might be, talking to someone that you're close to, comfortable with talking to. Uh, might be unmasking, because in school there's a lot of masking without even realizing it too. For me, uh, and realizing it, there's a lot of masking, like not much time to learn who you are. Because I'm looking at this piece of paper with all this different stuff on it. That's just my experience for me. There are good things that have come from school. I realize that now. Uh, but I definitely got myself walking down a wrong path while I was in school and then out of school. And but you learn and you grow. Don't let nothing discourage you. Um, and be yourself, man. You don't have to have a whole bunch of people who accept you or who, you know, like you or like what you're wearing or like how you look. Who cares, bro? You like what you wear. You like how you look and what you do. You don't worry about he don't like it. She don't like it. Oh, I want her to get to know me and like me. Nah, bro. Look, you do you because you are you. You feel me? You feel me? That's just what I've been trying to learn more nowadays as I grow, get older. Like, you know, I don't need a whole gang of people. I don't need a whole crowd of people in or outside of work or school to accept me or to look at me and be like, oh, yeah, nah, okay. Because I'm not in this forever. I'm not in this forever. This is just where I am right now. This is just what it is right now here on earth, here, right here in my room. This is what it is. And so, you know, you start to find that groove as you grow. You start to find that groove as you grow, like um, being yourself and not let nobody else, you know, not being anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You start to grow and find yourself. And the more you do, the more you realize, like, I can do what I want to do. I can do anything. And that's a fact. And that applies for everybody. Everybody. Um, I mean, I was gonna say something. If that 80-year-old lady can jump out of an airplane and hit the parachute, because I've seen that before, I can make a YouTube video. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's just what was in my mind. I can make a YouTube video, you know? But yeah, I really wanted to make this video just now. And I'm very thankful that I can do this because I like this talking, recording myself. I might see this down the road, because I don't like being around a whole gang of people, uh, and just talking with them for a long time. I don't. I like to um, be with me, bro. I like to be myself. I've had some rough experiences in and outside of school, but you grow through that. You get stronger through that. And those, you know, they don't make you. They don't make up your being. Those experiences. There are better times to be had, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I love you guys. See, it was not a short video. One of my longer videos. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this topic, but I kind of just wanted to share that, be more personal on this one, and yeah, you know, I've made videos like this. I want to say more about the topic, but I don't think I have any more to say. Not right now, at least. If I do, I can come back and make another video. See? And it's not just me. It's not just him or her. You can do that too. You can do that too. But you gotta start somewhere, right? I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know, I'm not gonna be riding a rocket ship in these videos. Like I'm freaking, what's his name? The family dude with the crazy hair. He got the Johnny Depp. The cartoon kid, you know what I'm talking about. Jimmy Neutron or something like that. I'm not gonna be doing all that here. So that's not what I want to do. But yeah, I'm probably gonna like watch some Naruto or something. Um, yeah, I love you guys, man. The video I'm gonna come out with is going to be a video I made like not weeks ago, not that long ago at all. Maybe a couple days ago. And it's before I beat Zelda Twilight Princess. So I'll be talking about that and different things. I'm not gonna spoil the whole video. It's just gonna be putting Mario and Zelda side by side, things I like about them, so that I can see what I like about them. I can see more in depth into what I like about these games and what inspires me the most and what I like the most about them. Anyways, y'all have an amazing night, day, wherever it is, whatever it is. God bless y'all, man. Keep your head up and be who you are. I'm fixing to sip on my tea and probably watch an episode of Naruto. I just got into Shippuden. No spoilers in the comments. No spoilers. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I just got into Shippuden. I'm on like the second episode. No, I'm on like the 7th episode. I was about to say something spoiler, but no. All right, I'll see y'all later, bro. God bless. Peace.